And welcome back. We are on episode 5 of our race to A20. On the last episode, I successfully got to the heart and successfully died to it. So, technically still a win, but we're still trying to figure out the what we need for the heart kills. Thankfully, this time around, we can take a break from playing the Watcher and get back into the Ironclad on our first Ascension. Something funny about Ascension 1, elites spawn more often. Supposedly, the Ascensions are supposed to make the game harder, and it sounds like it is, because it's adding in more elite fights. However, elites turn out to be the best way to make your deck stronger, and so arguably Ascension 1 makes the game slightly easier as it's giving you more access to relics and rare cards. Um, this is also going to be the first run where we actually get to see Niao's blessing. So 4 runs in, or this is run number 5, we're finally back around on one of the characters where we made it past Act 1. So we have choose a card to obtain 100 gold, a curse, and 250 gold, or a random boss relic. So right out the gate, I'm not really interested in these. I know random boss relic on average is supposed to be the one of the strongest options, but I don't want to have to deal with a run this early where I can't heal or can't upgrade cards or something along those lines. The obtain a curse to gain 250 gold. Something to keep in mind with this is this will mean having to remove a card right away and using it up on the curse. The cost to remove a card, since it scales up, what you need to be keep the cost of getting this curse isn't going to be the 75 gold that it costs to remove it in the first shop. It will be much closer to, say, the 150 gold that your last remove would cost. Since if you didn't have that curse, you wouldn't be spending that 150 gold. You would have stopped one remove earlier. So this, I think, still is going to usually be a net gain over the 100 gold, though it's going to be a little harder to work around. I don't think I want to bother with it, even if I do have an early shop. I do. Let's see if we can go crazy. So I always like checking where the rest sites are. We have over here on the right side, we have those 2 and then a third. So we can get up the right side, we can get a maximum of 3 rest sites. On the left side, we have 2 early rest sites. So rest, elite rest, and then just the late one. So we're going to get 3 rest sites. How many elites can we get? So over here on that left side where I'm getting the 3 campfires, I can get 1 elite, 2 elites, 3 elites. That's going to be pretty good. So I will kind of be forced into it a little bit. So if things start going bad early on, I don't really have an option to get away from it. Over here on the right side, we also get the option for 3 elites and 3 campfires. However, notably, this one does not have a rest site before the elite. So no opportunity for healing, no opportunity for an upgrade. We do get a shop on this side before the elite. Maybe that helps balance it out, but I think we're going to be fine. Something else to note, that shop means that the 100 gold, the early 100 gold might be worthwhile. The 2 shops means that the 250 gold is looking a little bit better, even though I mentioned I don't quite like it. So we could do that. I think that would be the silly play. Go 250 gold, double remove. I think I'm going to be happier on the left side. Getting a campfire before the elite is going to be much safer, and then we get immediately another campfire before our next elite. So let's just go with the card. If this is any good damage dealing card, we are going to be happy. I think Sword Boomerang is what it's going to be looking like. I think after our first run, we unlocked the strength scaling cards, things like Spot Weakness and why am I spacing on card names? The one that doubles your strength. So Sword Boomerang might be nice to have throughout the game. Searing Blow is bait. Maybe there's some scaling potential if you get this along with the card that allows you to upgrade things during combat, but probably not. So happy with the Sword Boomerang. Starting over on the left side. Sword Boomerang perfect in this fight. We knock the armor off both of them. And we're going to go for this back one, and then we'll armor up full block. Good enough. Okay. Rampage is technically a form of scaling. It's not a good form of scaling, but it could do work to hold us in against things like Lagavulin. Who's our boss? Slime boss doesn't really reward scaling. We want upfront damage. Clothesline might be the way to go instead. This is kind of be pseudo defensive card. And 2 energy cards are pretty good to have early on. Well, we're taking 10, it seems. Got unlucky. Sometimes that will just happen. You draw your block cards on the wrong turn. Should be able to heal that up over the next combat, though. Blessing of the Forge is nice. Seeing Red. Well, I mean, if it's going to give us free energy, we might as well take it. This is going to go nicely with the fact that we now have a second 2-cost in our deck, too. If I took 0-cost cards or only took 1-cost cards, maybe it wouldn't have been worth taking. Oh my gosh. How much energy life are we losing here? Alright. Hey, and we got Vajra. That is going to go very well with our what is it called? Spacing. Sword Boomerang. Oh, defend, strike. No Sword Boomerang yet. Bash. Seeing Red. Ooh. Because it costs 1, I only gain 1 energy. Okay. I think we do a strike defend here then. That was a lot of damage to miss, but Sword Boomerang should finish him off. Yeah, close enough. Strength Potion, pretty great. I do like an Ethereal Armor. If we decide we don't want to play it, it can vanish. It will exhaust itself. Perfected Strike is also bait. Perfected Strike looks pretty good on the surface. It's a 2 energy card. It's going to deal 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 more damage, so 16 damage for 2 energy, and it seems like it's going to be something that's going to scale as you play, but the problem with that is that as we're going through, the strikes are going to be the first things we want to remove, and so that ultimately means Perfected Strike is going to get weaker and weaker, and as a 2 energy card, we don't want a 2 energy card that's going to be getting weaker throughout the fight or throughout the run. So it's between Ghostly Armor or nothing, and I think it's good enough that I'll take it. Become Cursed. I feel like we were offered this choice at the beginning of the run. Definitely don't want this right before an elite. Okay, what are we smithing? Sword Boomerang is going to get even more damage. I think having the extra Seeing Red is going to help more than anything. We can do Bash Plus too. I think we'll start with Bash Plus, and then we'll look at upgrading the Seeing Red next. Ooh, okay. So this guy really wants us to scale our damage. This is going to be 13. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. We're going to try to get Bash in play before anything else. And we have Bash, Seeing Red, Sword Boomerang, Strike. This is going to be a good opportunity to use the Strength Potion, just to make sure that we don't run into any issue with not being able to close out the fight before the end. This also is going to work out really well because we're going to have Ghostly Armor next turn when he's attacking. Okay, Sword Boomerang. Oh, got the order wrong. I needed to play the Seeing Red first. Okay. And we missed 9 damage there. That shouldn't be the biggest deal. I think I will sneak in 9 damage here, just taking 3. I think that's a worthwhile trade. So let's not mess it up this time. Seeing Red first, Sword Boomerang, and we'll defend. So we're taking a little chunk of damage. You know what? That 9 damage I missed actually came back to bite me. I wouldn't have taken that hit if I had 9 more damage on him. I would have just played the strike instead of the block. So, and we got there though. Ooh, they start vulnerable. I like that. Headbutt. Headbutt is, I think, going to work nicely. It'll just get us back the cards we want to keep replaying. Will be a nice utility card that does more damage than a strike early on. So going straight for the upgrade. I think I said I wanted to do Seeing Red. I think I probably still do. We'll just make it a lot more convenient to play. Centennial Puzzle. First time you lose HP, draw 3 cards. I think that's particularly good on the Ironclad, so we'll pick it up. And we'll go for our second elite immediately. Ooh, okay. Bag of Marbles, clearing off all the artifacts, letting us do our bash play right away. Though, notably, we do not have any defense. So do we take the 9 damage? Do we have enough damage to kill the one in the middle? It'd be 11 plus, I think this would be 19. Plus 9 plus 9. Which would be enough to kill the one in the middle if we want to save the damage. But then we would also need to be able to kill one of the ones on the end next turn. Or else we'll take 18 and well, it's likely we'll be able to block that next turn. So I'm going to do this. We're going to go Bash, Seeing Red, Clothesline. Ooh. That was a mistake. It was one short. I miscounted how much energy I was going to have. Okay. Potion saved us, but we are getting punished for it. So we'll do our block here. And if we don't play Ghostly Armor, it's going to exhaust. I think we're going to have to deal with that. We do Bash, Sword Boomerang. See what it hits. This fight's definitely not turning out the way we want it to. Yeah, botched this one pretty bad. Let's put the Bash back on top, Clothesline, and then should be able to finish him off next turn. Okay. Heal up a little bit. Let's grab the second Sword Boomerang. I think we're going to start leaning into a kind of strength build. We'll get a strength boosting card eventually. So I think this will just be nice for damage. We're getting 2 consecutive shops here. Notably, Bloodletting is also a draw 3 because of Centennial Puzzle. But I don't think we need the energy yet. Let's do a card remove. Let's get rid of one of our strikes since we have a lot of attack cards that we want to play instead. Shrug It Off could be good, but we have a second shop immediately, so I think we can hold and just get a second card remove if there's nothing we want. Double tap. Attack is played twice. Seems okay. Anger also seems okay. I think card remove seems like the best thing. Let's do a second strike. Yeah, let's do a second strike first. And that doesn't leave us with enough to buy anything, so we won't. Okay. Ghostly Armor, nice to have. They're both vulnerable. I think I'm going to try to take out the slime first. Take 6. I think we can just finish him off here. Okay, I think we're good with our attack cards. I don't think we need anything more. We're just looking for strength right now. Okay, 6 times. Oh, he's vulnerable, that's why. Okay, we'll just play both of these. And then not play anything. I think. No, we'll play the Ghostly Armor. He's not gaining strength yet. He hasn't enraged. And that will stop it from exhausting in case we need it on one of those later turns to block. This is a very bad hand. I think we just take 14. Wow. Okay, next turn should be good. We'll finish him off next turn, so we'll Ghostly Armor here. So, Sword Boomerang, Sword Boomerang. Okay. Losing a bit of life. Losing a bit of life. Battle Trance, I think, is where we want to be. Definitely. Card draw is going to be very helpful. And what are we upgrading next? I do like the idea of upgrading the Sword Boomerangs. If we're planning on them being our primary damage source, then having them attack an extra time means we're going to be getting 4 times effectiveness out of strength. So, start, bash, sword boomerang. We're starting with an extra energy. That's very nice. Lets us play our ghostly armor to stop it from exhausting. Battle trance, pretty good here. We can consider playing it along with Seeing Red, but it doesn't seem like we need it. 6 times 4 does not put him, does not split him. 10 damage also does not split him. So we will just set him up. And we'll go for a good split here on this turn. I think we got there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do sword boomerang, headbutt. We'll put that sword boomerang back on top. And 29 is a good place to be. Do bash here and then sword boomerang, see what it hits. We are splitting him. I'm going to go ahead and Seeing Red to split him a little lower. And that doesn't matter. So we can finish those 2 off, likely with the sword boomerang. Yeah. Do our battle trance. And then let's just defend here. Take our 1 damage, and we'll finish him off next turn. Make sure that I have space in my hand before playing that. 100 gold. Limit break. Okay. Luckily, we do have 1 starting strength. So on its own, this will scale us for the whole game. We just need to get an upgrade on it so it doesn't exhaust. Are we going to do Runic Dome a second time? We just got finished playing a Watcher run with Runic Dome, and I am pretty sure Not Seeing Intent specifically killed me against the heart. Alternatively, we can opt to never rest again. I don't like any of these options. We go for Calling Bell, get a free curse. You're gonna have a small deck. The curse is gonna hurt, and I don't think we can remove it, if I recall. But I think we're happier with that than the other 2. Realistically, Runic Dome isn't that big of a downside. I'm just gonna go with Calling Bell for the fun of it. That's our decision. Unplayable cannot be removed. And what are our relics? Dreamcatcher, we get a card when we rest. Mummified Hand. When we play a power, it costs another card, costs 0. And this one is going to be big. Girya, however you say it, will allow us to rest or strengthen at a rest site 3 times. That will put our starting strength up at 4, meaning Limit Break is going to go crazy if we get that built up. Very happy with that. I think that 1 relic was worth the curse. Let's see. We just need rest sites now. We have 1 over here, a path over here. Lets us hit 4 rest sites in this act. Over on the other side, we can hit 3 total. And we'd also be hitting 2, maybe 3 elites. I think I'll go up this path. It will let us keep our options open. I also like getting an early merchant. Okay, starting off strong. Okay, good turn for Bash. Just get some damage in. Maybe we can even finish him off before too long. Headbutt's actually will be nice with limit break. Okay. This should be easy. We're just going to Ghostly Armor that full blocks. We will Sword Boomerang and then Headbutt to put that Sword Boomerang right back on top for next turn. Do it again, Sword Boomerang, and then finish off with Clothesline. Nice. Nice. We're getting there. Flex could be cool with the limit break, but I don't think we need it. I think we already have our plan. 5 apparitions. This is a lot of max HP loss, but I'm pretty sure for 5 apparitions, this is something you always take. This is going to give us 5 turns to set up our limit break shenanigans without taking damage. So this is going to be worth far more than that 44 health. We can get a second limit break if we really want to go crazy. Do we need a second limit break? Probably not, but it would be very funny. Pretty sure the card removal is going to be a lot better. So let's go for that. Card removal is basically always the right choice. We're going to lean heavily into these sword boomerangs, so I think we're happy cutting another strike. Yeah, don't think we ever really want to play those. Other option, we can do an inflame, but I'm pretty sure this is going to very quickly be worse than limit break once we get 1 upgrade here and then one strengthen at the next rest site. So I'm happy with that. We get an extra bunch of gold. We could do the ritual dagger. I think I'm just happy taking the gold and not thinking about it. And we are back with the avocado. So apparition. We're always doing that. We'll do ghostly armor, headbutt, put that back on top. We'll just opt to not take damage. Ghostly armor. Do we take 2 here so that we can clothesline? Actually, if we clothesline, we're not taking 2. So perfect. The apparitions slowly making their way in. Oof. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that, knowing how many apparitions I had in the deck. I very much would like to bash this turn, but we're just going to play the apparitions. We'll wait for that stuff to come back around. Take 1, draw a bunch of cards. Sneak in a limit break, another apparition, ghostly armor. Okay. Get these in, and then any defend will be enough. 2 more turns of apparition. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do... We're going to want Seeing Red this turn. Yeah, let's just not think about it. Do Sword Boomerang, Headbutt, Sword Boomerang. Strike, strike. Exacties. Just enough cards, I mean to say. Burning Pact. It is a Burning Pact Plus. We are short energy. I think in the long run, Burning Pact Plus is going to make our limit break go even crazier. I don't know if Burning Pact can get rid of Curse Spell. I know it definitely cannot get rid of the Necronomicon Curse. We'll give it a try. Now, for this first one, much as we want an extra strength so that this limit break becomes good, I think it will be better if we... It's not that one. if we upgrade it so that we can play it more than once. This will give us that unlimited scaling that we want. I think I go for this elite always. And we'll decide from here what we want to do. Apparition. Love having it. I think I'm going to sneak in a clothesline while we have the extra damage, get the weak on there, and then do the defend. Just not to take the chip damage. Not yet, at least. Apparition Battle Trance. We can get Bash on a target. And now we're going to take the 3 damage that we prevented last turn. Okay. Seeing red at the bottom. We don't have a way to draw it. We want a limit break. I think we'll play this slow. And then we can do 2 of our apparitions, and we will lose ghostly armor and one of our apparitions. I think that's okay. Taking the chip damage a little bit to protect us for next turn. And to get our scaling a little more underway. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Getting some not so good draws. But we are managing to finish this guy off before he can net us. What are we going to draw into? I know. We will headbutt, and that should let us put Seeing Red on top, and then we'll Battle Trance into Seeing Red. Still taking a little bit more damage than I want. Deck is not quite online like I would want it to be. Let's see. I am weakened, that's why this is doing so little. Let's go ahead and use our colorless potion, see what we get. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Madness could be good. Let's just do the Master of Strategies. Let us limit break. Still don't have any ways to defend. Wounds are starting to pile up. Let's go ahead and drink this as well. We are taking damage. Hopefully, if we're lucky, maybe this will kill. No. If this lands 2 hits on the front guy, though, we're good. Okay. Only taking 7. Do clothesline and block, full block. See if we can get some full healing out of this. Looks like not, because we're going to need to finish him off this turn. Our deck is lacking. Start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay. Fire potion, okay. I think we need a little more energy and more draw and to remove things. We need a lot, basically. Jaxed. I think we already have our solution again for strength, so I don't think we want Jaxed. We can start combat with 3 additional strength. That could possibly make Limit Break go crazy if we start it in our opening hand. I think 2 transforms is going to be the way to go. Let's finish getting rid of these strengths. See what we get. Carnage and Warcry. So I think these are really good options, actually. Warcry will replace itself in Exhaust, and Carnage will do more damage than Strike, and it will exhaust. So I think functionally that was like removing 2 strikes. It is really good. Gremlin Horn. I think that's still better than whatever else we will get. So, we defeated Tri-Slavers in the last one, in our last elite fight. That means that this Burning Elite is not going to be Tri-Slavers. We will either get Book of Stabbing, or we will get Gremlin Leader. And I think Gremlin Leader will by far be the easiest of the two. Can we take it out? I'm going to risk it. You know what? If we lose here, then so be it. Interesting. So, you definitely want to try to take out the fat gremlin. In fact, we definitely want to try to take out at least one of these at least, because this will allow the gremlin leader to summon more in instead of attacking. We have 3 apparitions, which we would like to play. I think I need to battle trance. We get no attacks, but we get an early limit break, I guess. Okay, this is a little sketchy. We're going to Seeing Red just so we can play it all. But we're going to get weakened here. That's going to hurt a lot. And he's attacking. We have the intangible though, so we're happy. I think we Carnage first and then Sword Boomerang. No, let's Sword Boomerang first, see where it goes. Let's finish this guy off. Put the sword. No, we'll put the limit break back on top. Let's get our scaling underway. That's kind of why we put the headbutt in our deck after all. So, weakened again. Can we finish him off? We cannot. What does Warcry get us? Another defend. What does Burning Pack get us? Can we remove this? We're testing it. We can. But we don't have enough energy left over to finish. Okay, he's summoning. That is good. We're going to use our last apparition. I think we're not going to risk it. We'll just use the bash to finish this off. No, this will definitely hit. There's no chance this hits the gremlin leader 3 times, right? Yeah, we're good. And then I can either Ghostly Armor or we can set up the bash. I think we're going to set up the bash, and then hopefully the next time we draw Limit Break, it will go crazy. So we can Burning Pact. Let's get rid of Clothesline to Limit Break. And then Sword Boomerang. 11 times 4 is pretty good. Get an extra energy. We can Battle Trance, see if we hit another Sword Boomerang. Get another energy, but we can't draw. That's fine. We have Limit Break shuffled back into our deck again. This right here. This is our whole deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This will be magic later on. We still need to get rid of a few defends, maybe sneak in a few extra utility cards. But we have the scaling locked down for sure. Tropic Brew is very nice. Feed is going to be very nice. This will help us get our max HP back up. I'm happy with that. So do we do the question mark or do we go for the shop? I think I'm gonna value the shop. I think we definitely want to remove cards, and also we're not getting this elite anyway because I'm valuing the rest site more than the elite getting the Giria online. So holding off on feed. We should be able to set him up. Wow. All right. He is going to burn our apparitions. Gonna draw us 3 cards. 0 cost limit break. Pretty nice. Headbutt. Put that right back on top. Let's do Seeing Red Apparition. That will be our defense. We can limit break again. That doesn't kill. This doesn't kill. We're going to take 12, which will hurt, and then we're going to need to survive until we find feed. Fingers crossed. No. We got a 0 cost battle trance. No. Well, darn. He's doing a little too much damage, so let's just end this fight. Don't need another headbutt. Let's see. Do we got orange pellets. Do we have any silly combos with orange pellets? Not really that I see. I don't think we want any of the cards. Just the card remove. Dark Embrace is always a consideration. It's very, very strong. Exhaust cards are strong on their own, and getting free draw with it makes it a lot more enticing. To start removing these defends. What all do I have that exhausts? We got exhaust, exhaust. All of these will exhaust. I think that actually on its own makes it powerful. Burning Pact exhaust things, Feed exhaust, Carnage exhaust, Warcry exhaust. We have enough things. Do we want a potion? I think draw is our big issue. Block potion. I'm not sure if block potion or if energy potion will save us more life in the long run. I'm gonna pick up the energy potion. Now we will get our first lift in. That's already making Limit Break more powerful. Our first play of Limit Break so far has just been gaining 1 strength. And so that rest site was like playing a Limit Break, our first Limit Break for free. Oceans. Let's... Who are we up against? Collector. Both of these are representing 1 extra play of... are functionally going to be like 1 extra play of Limit Break. Liquid Memories, I think, is going to be more flexible. And let's get our second lift in. Actually check. Do we want to upgrade anything? Dark Embrace upgrade would be very good. I think we can get away without it for now. And eventually, I think we're going to want to upgrade maybe 2 of these apparitions if we have the time for it. I'm not sure we're going to have enough upgrades available to do that. Let's get our extra strength. And we will try scaling like crazy here. Don't think I want a headbutt. I don't want to put the ghostly armor on top, I don't think. Yeah, let's not bother with that. So we just let the carnage exhaust. Let's play the apparitions. Dark Embrace, I think, is going to be free when we play the Seeing Red. We sneak in one extra apparition. Burning Pack, get rid of one of these defends. Start trying to cycle as fast as we can. Feed. I don't feel like we're going to get to feed on this in this fight, but maybe we'll live the dream. Burning Pact on top. We'll do that next turn. Oh, I guess we'll do that this turn. I just don't want to draw Limit Break and not be able to play it. Let's just play our Sword Boomerangs. And not worry too much about what's about to happen. Not play the Battle Trance. We'll take our 3. We should scale crazy fast here. Yeah. Limit Break. Headbutt. Finish that one off. Limit Break. Again. Ghostly Armor. We still have Intangible. We still cannot kill us. Sword Boomerang here. What's in our draw pile? Feed. Yeah, let's just start with Sword Boomerang. Let's exhaust a card just to get it out of our hand. Play Limit Break again, I guess. Feed is now dealing 43 damage. 38 times 3. Okay. So we are going to get the feed thing to happen, huh? This kills. So let's do Headbutt and then just wait. And I think feed should kill here. Yeah. We are going to eat the collector. Okay. There is a second limit break. I mean, it would be hilarious, but I think it would be bad. In fact, I think all of these would be bad. I don't think we need any of them. Let's see what we get. Okay, now that we're going for heart kills, Cursed Key is a little bit worse. We can't simply skip all of the chests to not get a curse. Not being able to rest or to smith at rest sites, I think that's pretty bad. We definitely have a lot of upgrades we want. Let's just take the Slaver's Collar for stronger boss and elite fights. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. We definitely need the extra energy. We also need a little bit of ways to heal. Ideally, we will be able to find... I forget what the card is. The one that does AoE and heals you. As that will work really well with our extra strength to allow us to get full heals every single run or fight. Let's see, how many rest sites can we get? Looks like we get a maximum of 3 rest sites this act. One of those needs to be used to get the key. It's a little lame. Let's see how many elites we can go for. We have 1 late shop. And we have, it looks like 2 elites. 2 elites max. We can get our 3 campfires and a late shop. Okay. Alright, let's just start over on this side. I don't have a lot of money, so we don't need 2 shops. Do our limit break shenanigans. Put burns in our deck, but I don't think we are worried. Do seeing red so we can put limit break back on top. Take our 1 damage. Just limit break again. It's already dealing 15 times 4. Let's battle trance, see what we got. 15 times 4, and then we can feed. It worked out really well. Ooh. Flame Barrier is a block card that we're not upset to see. I feel like our deck struggles to block a little bit, and if we are not going to get ways to heal, then ways to block are going to be necessary. Let's pick up one of those. I'm happy with it. It has an upgrade on it already. We did not get Cursed Key. 10 cards played. This will be a good chance. An extra opportunity to grab the Sapphire Key. So we will get one more chest now, because we got a random one there. Okay, Limit Break, Apparition. We do Carnage to load up the damage on one guy, or Sword Boomerang to spread the love. Do Sword Boomerang. I like the idea of that better. Okay. Doing the Apparition for sure. Let's Burning Pact, get rid of this. We're not... Fight's not going to be long enough for that to matter. Let's do... Seeing Red, I suppose. Sword Boomerang. And... we can take one. We take one to finish off one of them. Finishing off one of them isn't going to matter. But maybe getting bash on the guy in the front will. As long as I don't take more than 4 more damage, I will full heal. So let's go for it. I think that makes it more likely to end the fight sooner. Start with a battle trance, see what we got. Warcry isn't going to do anything anymore. Feed is going to need to circle back around. Let's put the limit break on top. Okay, we are taking a little bit more damage. Should be fine. Will be worth it if we get to feed. Okay. So, I think we are guaranteed to get feed this next turn. Right? Yeah, we had Warcry in there. That's it. Okay, all worked out. Only missing 2 HP. Almost strike, extra draw. But I think I'm missing energy more than anything. So don't think I need pommel strike. I think we're happy with our 1 defensive card. Do we want 2 madness? Does madness let us do anything crazy? Getting madness on flame barrier, headbutt, bash, sword boomerang would all be okay. They are kind of like energy cards. We also have a ridiculous number of apparitions that we don't want them to land on. So this is going to be a little awkward. I think it helps us more than it hurts us. We're going to go for it. Unfortunately, Madness is also a card that really wants one upgrade. Let's do Limit Break and our Apparitions. And then not bother with the Madness yet. Opportunity for Dark Embrace. Okay, we get that. Let's Burning Pact. We'll get rid of the Ghostly Armor. So let us Limit Break again. And then we can either Sword Boomerang. What we're going to do is we're going to try to draw back to that Limit Break again. We're going to Battle Trance. And basically, no matter what we get, we're going to just end our turn. Let's do an Apparition for next turn. We can go ahead and play 2 more Apparitions and end. See what we get. Get a Madness. Let's set that up for next turn. Or for this turn. I forget that keeps happening. Okay, problem with playing Madness right now is it has a chance of hitting the defense that we prefer it not hit. Let's just play our Sword Boomerang and pass. Start getting some damage on. We are invulnerable for 2 more turns. We can do Limit Break, Headbutt again. Battle Trance, Limit Break again. So, Sword Boomerang does a lot. And then if we can Battle Trance into Feed, 57, 58. I think Feed is just going to kill, right? We'll just wait. Any attack we draw is going to be enough. 58. Perfect. Still pretty happy with our potions there. Don't need any of those. Which way was I going? So I'm aiming up here. This campfire into the shop, into the elite. So we can either get the campfire combat elite, or we can get elite campfire combat. Or campfire elite combat. It's all the same. Let's get our upgrade before the elite. We'll do our last lift. It'll help us scale a little faster. Might have been unnecessary. We're scaling plenty fast already. But I'd hate to leave it with 1 left. Okay. Let's see. We want to play the intangible. Let's start with Battle Trance. Okay, we'll sneak in the apparitions. It still has a chance to hit one of the defends, unfortunately. Or the ghostly armor, which is likely going to die. Let's just bash. We'll let this stuff exhaust. Not drawing Limit Break. No Limit Break. Put Apparition on top for next turn. That will let us hit something good with Madness. Unfortunately, Clothesline was the worst of the options. I don't think Flame Barrier is gonna do it here. Let's get our Limit Break going. Okay. We save Seeing Red. Only we get it out just to not play it. We can play or defend for 1 block. Can get that out of the deck. Burning Pact on the defend, get that out of the deck. Madness on, let's watch it hit feed. Do Battle Trance, that way we're guaranteed to get Limit Break, and then we can headbutt Limit Break right back on top. And then with this, I think we are happy. But what I'm not happy with is that I'm going to be taking 26 damage. I don't have any way to deal significant damage or finish him off, so. Or do we? If I Liquid Memories, I get that back. I'm going to have 60 damage, or 60 strength. Then Bash is going to deal something like 70. And Feed is going to get that 60 strength plus 50% more. I don't think that's going to be enough. I finish him off no matter what next turn, so might as well just take the damage. Ouch. Dealing 40. We can clothesline. Play a few cards just so we don't have to do math. It is slow building up. We got 2 sword boomerangs. Yeah, I'm happy enough. Bottled Tornado. Start with a power. Do we have any powers we care about? No. We don't. What is the card? Is it a power? It is not. Now, Rage looks like it could be a good block card, maybe especially for the heart. We're not cycling that many cards. This could counteract the Beat of Death a little bit. I think what it's gonna really do though is just get in our way more than anything. We're gonna have more turns where we just don't draw what we want to draw. I'm gonna skip. Skipping both of those. We don't want... Pretty sure we don't want Dark Embrace in our opening hand. Well, do we? We mentioned that we have so much exhaust. Having the extra card for the first cycle through, it's probably just going to draw us into a lot of apparitions, but it will help us get to the limit breaks faster. Okay, talked myself into it. That's going to mean that that upgrade is looking a lot better now. Let's try this out, see how it works. Dark Embrace, Apparition. Makes Apparition free. That was nice. Do Ghostly Armor, and then... Do we want to... Let's Battle Trance, see what we get. Carnage. Carnage kills. Let's do it. Get an extra energy that will allow us to use that last Apparition. Okay. Now, this guy is going to be very annoying. Pretty sure the sword boomerang will kill me. The apparition will make it a little bit easier, because I'll only be taking 1 damage. Maybe we let that one exhaust and we try building up some damage here. If I defend, I can bash without taking damage, setting him up for an easier kill next turn. Can we feed here? Okay. I think limit break, that looks like it's coming in with good timing. 21. That should be enough to kill. 27. Not enough to kill. I think I'm willing to use a potion here just to make sure. So it's gonna be a defend, potion, clothesline. No, clothesline kills. We're gonna have to save that we're gonna have to save the feed for the sphere, I think. It's just apparition defend. Or maybe, now that he's taken a little more damage, we can do it. Okay, this is going to do 1 damage to us. We need to remove him so that we can use the sword boomerang. Also draws us a bunch of cards. That's a benefit. Do we want to do another madness? Or just drop the sword boomerang? We are out of intangible now, so we do need to start getting the damage going. I think 1 more sword boomerang will just kill. We did get it. 11 times 3 sets him up perfectly for feed. Okay. Another sword boomerang. I don't think we need it, even though this one's upgraded. Shrug It Off looks a lot better, though. Shrug It Off looks quite a bit better. Okay. Oh, yay, Maw Bank. 2 floors before the shop. Okay. Definitely don't like this guy. This looks very bad. Okay, going to Madness here, because it will guarantee hit either the Burning Pack or the Sword Boomerang. Sword Boomerang is okay. It was an okay outcome. Let's do this, and if he... Actually, you know what? I just realized that I don't have defense. I was a little late to realize that. Let's get rid of the Carnage. We still did not hit. Okay, Liquid Memories. Burning Pack back. Let's hit something else. There's our apparitions. And why not use that so that we can... Okay, Limit Break, get that out of the way. We have Headbutt. Problem with Headbutt is that there is a chance that he curses us, and we don't have a way to follow it up. We would have to get lucky with our Entropic Brew. Let's just Apparition. Take the 1 damage and we'll figure it out next turn. Okay. Apparition again. Got our Limit Break back. We just madness something. It's likely going to hit a defend. It hit shrug it off. That's good. It feed. We'll take 3 damage. Okay. Okay. We take 3 damage. Okay. Yeah, our energy is lacking a lot. Oh, still don't want to play headbutt. Do battle trance, make it more likely we get limit break next turn. Got one more turn of intangible, so we really need to start unloading on this guy. Let's do 0 cost sword boomerang to start. Oh, we've already overscaled. Okay. I am not keeping track of that. Pretty sure Warcry does nothing, even when we get an extra card draw off of it. Okay, we've done all of our lifts. We are going to need to recall at one point, so I think that means that this is our last campfire. Smith. What do we get to Smith? Dark Embrace for energy. Battle transfer card draw. Probably Dark Embrace, I'm guessing. Could also do apparitions. Will let us hold on to them, but I don't think that that's going to be a thing. Hitting madness will prevent our madness from hitting madness. It'll go down to 0, so it won't be a target for the other madness. Let's just do Dark Embrace, give us an extra energy on turn 1 since we're always playing this. And then we're going for our shop. This is probably a remove, unless I see something really good, like an offering or a reaper or something. One of those two would be pretty good. Yeah, one of those would be very good. Okay, between the two, I think offering is going to be better. Since I'm only going to be able to get one of them. The offering is going to help us play all of our cards at the start and get our scaling online much faster. And I think if we scale fast enough against the heart, we can maybe kill it before we get through our intangible. That's a maybe. So taking that, and then maybe we'll take a emergency block potion, emergency attack potion. Let's do the emergency block potion. What do we get? Nemesis. This one, I don't know how this one's going to go. Apparition. Let's play the Carnage, and that'll allow us to hit Flame Barrier guaranteed, which will be very good. There is the offering. Something nice here is, since we have intangible, offering is only going to do 1 damage to us. However, he's also intangible this turn, so we're not getting a lot of damage, but maybe this will help us set up. I think that was the point. So let's do offering. We can do limit break, headbutt, limit break back on top, apparition into limit break again. All right. Apparition. Let's toss in our madness here just to see what it hits. The defend, the shrug it off. That's that's probably the best thing in our deck that this can hit now. Okay. So he's intangible. This turn we're just gonna end. See what we get. Hopefully we can unload here. 16 strength so far, alright. Battle Trance. Get the Burning Pact a little late. We could wait 2 turns. So, Apparition again. Sword Boomerang. Let's let that exhaust, and we'll just play a defend. Let's Burning Pact away a defend. I know that that's not drawing, and we'll do 1 defend. Just try to thin out our deck a little bit. Help us get the things we want. Play that shrug it off. Carnage. Oh, he's intangible. Alright. Fair enough. We'll just block. And then maybe we can eat him here. Headbutt for 25. Feed on top. Warcry. We'll put feed on top. We'll draw feed. Ooh, okay. Upgrade 2 attacks. I don't think our attacks were what we really cared to upgrade. Though, if we can land one on the Sword Boomerang, we'll be happy. The rest of it doesn't matter. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. That won't matter. Body Slam won't matter. Searing Blow won't matter. Let's do the Whetstone. Feed, Clothesline. Alright. I think Feed is going to represent 1 extra max HP. Do I Burning Pact? I'll just Ghostly Armor, save the life. So I have built up the intangibles. Sword Boomerang, I should be safe as long as I do 1 defense card first. Even if it hits the spiker all 4 times. Let's do Offering. Take our 1 damage to draw our whole deck. Do Sword Boomerang again. Any chance this gets Seeing Red? Nope. Okay. We just block. Well, I think we can finish him off next turn. Well, we finished that guy off. These 2 are exploding. I guess that doesn't matter, huh? Because we're intangible. Alright, we'll just let it not matter. And we'll get a feed to finish off the spiker. Where's our feed? Where did our feed go? This is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so Battle Trance only draws us 2. We still have 2 intangible. We could just end and get him next turn. No need to force it this turn. Here we go. Okay. So maybe on Pommel Strike, but I don't think so. Brutality, I'm pretty sure that's a no. And we have to recall here, since we are going for the heart. We get Time Eater again. We just fought this guy at the end of our Watcher run. Let's see, Dark Embrace. I'm pretty sure our deck beats Time Eater very easily. Once we get through, we can, we'll have a ridiculous amount of strength. We'll, like, one-shot him. Just gotta get there, though. So we want to try to slim down our deck as fast as we can. Do the things that let us exhaust. Okay, a 0-cost headbutt feels very nice. What else are we going to hit? 0-cost defend. So, okay, let's just get that out of the deck. Clothesline on him, because why not? Just do Flame Barrier and pass, I guess. All right. Oh, actually, we should have tried ending the turn. Looks like it didn't matter, though. Let's bash here, set him up. We still have plenty of intangible. Just let our cards keep exhausting. Get our deck down small so that we can start playing Limit Break like crazy. Like this. Then... I don't really want to Burning Pact. I could feed. Yeah, let's just feed. I'll draw me Limit Break. 52 times 4 is a lot. I think he's dead. And then we finish him off next turn. Do our Battle Trance. Do our Limit Break. Do our Sword Boomerang. Okay, I am not at all sure how this Act 4 is going to go. But we won the run. Hey, it's a victory. Even when we die miserably to the heart, we are still climbing the Ascensions. We get our Smith. Thinking Offering gets us up to 5 cards. We're already probably drawing a full hand every time with that. We could take this opportunity to get our Madness. Get an extra card off of Battle Trance. Bump our weak Sword Boomerang up. Problem is this doesn't give us extra energy. Okay, so plan. How are we beating the heart? We are going to use our 5 intangible to very aggressively burn through our whole deck. And then we are going to play Limit Break like 4 or 5 times. Hopefully before those 5 turns are up. And then we will kill it. How can we make that happen more often? Battle Trance, having an extra card draw means cycling faster. Means getting to the cards that exhaust themselves a little bit faster. But so does Offering, having 2 extra card draw. Warcry having 1 extra card draw. I'm going to go with the Battle Trance because we'll be playing that basically every time we see it in our hand. Our last shop, probably just going to be a potion here. Feel No Pain has some merit to it. Deep Breath is probably just going to damage us to the beat of death. This will let us do all of our exhaust stuff without fear of the Beat of Death or having to play defend cards. And it's that or a fire potion. Let's get that. I think that's good enough. We do have a lot of exhaust synergy cards, so we'll see how that works. Okay. I'm gonna start with ghostly armor. We want to take out the spear, I believe. I think if I play sword boomerang, it might turn me around. And then I'll take more damage. Is it double? 50% more. So I'll take 5 damage. I think that's how it works. But I have the extra defense, so I think we're fine. It didn't turn me around anyway. Okay, those go into the discard pile. Interesting. This is very lame, actually. I would love to play Madness and have it hit Burning Pact or Limit Break, but it's likely going to hit the other Madness or Defend. I'm willing to take the 50-50. Hit the Defend. Is this just going to hit the Carnage if I do it? No, we did hit the Limit Break. Okay. Let's just go ahead and use that, and then we're going to Entropic Brew. See what we get. Dexterity Potion is going to help. Let's use our Limit Break. Let's use our Defend. Let's Headbutt. Limit Break back. We hit an armor. We are taking a lot. And we don't get to play that Apparition. Kind of got unlucky with those. Let's do our Limit Break again, and we will suck it up and take 1 billion damage. That is not fun. But we now have our intangible. And the Feel No Pain I should have played already. Let's get the Seeing Red in. We'll start our shenanigans. War Cry. Let's see. Play the Sword Boomerang, just get it out of our hand. That will make room for the Offering. Limit Break the Defend again. You know, if anything, even just having any kind of 0 cost has been nice just to clear things out of our hand. Help us scale a little faster. So Limit Break's on top there, or in the discard, which means we can Headbutt. That kills that. Limit Break back on top again. Limit Break again. 72 damage feed. We can do 74 and then eat it. Red Skull, if our health is below 50%, we get additional strength. I don't think that's going to make a difference here. And a second Headbutt, Fiend Fire, Flex. I don't think those are going to make a difference. We just need to make sure that we draw our intangibles, or apparitions, before he attacks us. Let's see how it goes. These potions are kind of lame too. But okay, Dark Embrace. Beat of Death had us draw a whole bunch of cards. That wasn't bad. Okay, right now Madness will either hit Burning Pact or Headbutt. Both of those are very good options. We got Burning Pact. This one will hit Headbutt. Okay, very good. We don't have any defense though, so let's get the Curse Spell out of our deck. Get that in play. Play the Apparition now, the Seeing Red. War Cry. Let's see. Let's go ahead and headbutt. We'll get the burning pack back. Apparition will get us that burning pack. Will let us start thinning some of these other cards. Apparition, apparition. And one of them is going to exhaust. The fact that we didn't get to play that limit break is a little sad, but I think we'll get it back. Ooh. Okay, all that goes into the deck, which means we get hit by it all at once. We want this to exhaust Flame Barrier, and then Offering. This is a very late for the Feel No Pain. We want this to exhaust. Let's get the slime out of our deck. We don't have anything to hit with the headbutt. Do Sword Boomerang and then headbutt it back on top. That's exhausting, that's exhausting, that's exhausting. So we're just going to have a burn and a wound in our deck. We should be able to get rid of. Okay, we are not scaling nearly as fast as we need. Flame Barrier is just too expensive. Okay, but exhausting a card gets us block. I think. Yes. Limit Break. I think we want to get the feed out of the way. We definitely want to play the Flame Barrier. Let's do that. And then he's going to make himself take a bunch of damage. We got one more intangible, and we're not scaling as fast as we need to. The wound out. Do the Battle Trance. Limit Break. Flame Barrier. We can get the burn out of the deck. Start doing a little bit of damage. We are now out of intangible. This straight up kills us. Okay, we need to do a lot of damage here. We cannot survive 2 turns of this. It is going to take most of our energy just to stave this off. We need to Limit Break again. We also are going to need to Flame Barrier for sure. Okay, 19 times 3. Yeah, not enough. Okay, that happens every time. He's dealing 48. I'm currently surviving. Okay, we're not playing that. Get the Limit Break. Limit Break, Headbutt. What's our last card? Is it a Sword Boomerang? I don't know if this is going to be enough damage to finish him off next turn. Basically, we're needing to do 200 damage this turn. Or hope that he doesn't attack us next turn. I don't think there's any other out. Let's just do the Limit Break. We're going to make it happen. Could do Flame Barrier back on top, but let's just do the Limit Break. Okay. I survived this. He takes a little bit of damage from the Flame Barrier. Now he's dealing 42. Actually, we're kind of close to surviving that. Invincible. He can only take 255 more damage. We now have all the strength we need. But we need our Shrug It Off or Flame Barrier. Okay, Flame Barrier and Shrug It Off. And we can sneak in a Sword Boomerang, and then we can finish him off next turn with a Sword Boomerang. I think we did it. Hold on, only 38 times. Yeah, I think we gotta go for it. The Sword Boomerang back on top. I could Burning Pack away a Defen. Will make me draw into the Sword Boomerang. But it will get rid of a card that could stop me from drawing. Drawing my cards next turn. You only got 9 cards in the deck. I was really hoping to hit the limit break one more time. We could just bash. No, he has got artifacts. We're not bashing. 8 times 4. Let's try for it. Burning Pact is free. There's our limit break. 73 times 4. Okay. Art fight's tough. Very tough. Wow. I don't know how many times I've ever actually even beaten that. But we got a proper win. The true ending for the Ironclad. 3 more to go. Missed an opportunity to get the true ending for the Watcher. Long run. Ruby Plus. What are our unlocks? Omamori. That'll be nice. Prayer Wheel. Love it. And everyone loves Shovel. Exciting. Alright. Good run. Till next time.